friends, it's day 32. I'll probably do this pretty quickly because there's a lot of people around. You can see the hills over there. So it should be about 25 kilometers today. I'm leaving Portomarin. It's a little bit early in the morning. Got a little bit earlier start than I normally do. I was talking to this British contingent. Well, I guess this guy's from Wales, but the others are from Britain, or from England. And I was asking them what they thought about the Camino. The one guy's a vicar. They were having a drink of wine yesterday, and he hit me with a quote from Hamlet. There are more things of heaven and earth, Horatio, than dreamt of in your philosophy. And so he was showing me pictures of things that he saw, and things that he saw in the pictures, people, different things, in the rocks. I thought it was kind of interesting, right? Kind of brings you to an idea of mysticism, that everything is God. God is in everything, in the trees and the rocks. So that's what I'll be thinking about a little bit today. A little bit about the nature of God. Where is he? Where is it or she? Where is everything? What is it? And what can you see in the surroundings that you can get out of it? So I have 25 kilometers to think about that. So you compare that to your day. I'm sure I'll take some other little interesting things along the way, but 4 days to go. My ankle's holding up. Tomorrow's a really long day, so I'm going to try to take it slow today. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Well, good morning again. So I have to confess, I've not been thinking much about the nature of God. Been thinking about where my next steps were and when can I get a cafe con leche, which I just got. But as I was going to sleep last night, I was listening to some philosophy to put you to sleep was kind of the program. But they asked if you could live your life, an infinite number of times. So if you can live your life over and over and over in the same life, would you do it? And then, if not, why not? And what would you change? I thought that was kind of an interesting question to ask about, what is the trajectory of your life? What should you be doing? I guess today's a little more philosophically heavy on the program today, but this is the Camino. But I'm thinking more about that and, what joy do I get out of my life? And it's one of the reasons why I want to do the Camino. It's just, I want to do something adventurous and something that I would enjoy. Met a nice lady named Lorraine from Seattle. She and her friend they started basically almost 2 weeks after I did, and they're almost finished. So some people go way, much faster, obviously, than I do. They average about 30 kilometers a day, which tomorrow I have 30 kilometers to do, and that feels like a lot. Anyway, I just thought I'd mention that addendum. It's a little bit rainy, but it's beautiful, kind of perfect weather for walking. So had a nice cafe con leche, which similar to a latte, I guess. But anyway, they've really grown on me, and I'll miss them. So have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching. Hey friends, that was pretty cool. So I'm in, I think it's Ventest and Neton or something like that. I'd stopped to get a cafe con leche because, of course, I'm addicted now. And there's this really, really small chapel. And so noticed other people were coming in and out, and so there was a man in there, giving stamps. So the way it works is you have a pilgrim's passport, so a passport for people doing the Camino de Santiago. You call it a pilgrim's passport, and you get stamps. So you go someplace and they have stamps, and kind of as a record of where you've been. And so to get the Compostela, you have to have 2 stamps a day from Sarria to Santiago. So I went in there. Turns out the man is blind. And of course there's a big sign that says no photos. And I took a photo of the church, but I didn't take a photo inside. And so you have to guide his hand to where you want to stamp it in your passport. And he handed me a few cards. They've got some like Gregorian chant music playing. Very, very small chapel. It was kind of a neat experience. He was wearing a big robe with a one of those crosses that you would associate with the Knights of the Templar, or at least that's what I could see. He was behind a stand, so but it was pretty cool. Go in there. I don't know what he was saying because it wasn't in English, and but very obvious. You guide his hand, you stamp your passport, they have a pen for you to write the date. I gave him a donation. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway, talk to you later. Have a great day.